Taurus, the second house. Taurus, what do we have for Taurus? Taurus, Aries season, the second house. Let's see, message for this week, Taurus. So we got the Page of Wands, the Tower card, the Death card. Oh man, back to back. Queen of Cups, King of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. So look, off the bat we have the Page of Wands, so a lot of fire, again, Aries season. You're next to it, so you Tauruses might have a little Aries in your chart somewhere, some fire, so with the Page of Wands is very strong, the energy is very, motivational. It's very, it gets you moving, it gets you going. You feel it, you just feel like, all right, let's do this. And then when you combine that with the earth, in this case Taurus, and a fixed sign, the Taurus is gonna want to be on their feet. They're gonna be creating and holding that stability. So, right now, don't be surprised that you feel like you want to create more, another foundation for yourself. Don't be surprised that you want to start like a business, or something that's attainable. Because again, the Taurus is looking, and again, they're ruled by Venus too. So they gotta make sure it's good, it's beautiful, it's pleasant, but most importantly, it's realistic, it's attainable. So right now, pay attention to the creativity that's coming in, the visions that's coming in. You're receiving it for a reason. And then again, knowing the Taurus earth, they're gonna make it solid. They're gonna make sure that they can create it for themselves. And right now, some of you guys might be doing that. Not only that, but it could be in terms of even a relationship. Probably you want a new job, probably a change of a new career. Probably you guys might try to buy another house, maybe another car, maybe trying to move, or again, just focusing this energy into more creativity, more a little outlet. Or if you're in a relationship, you're gonna be focusing this energy on the relationship, on your partner. So again, it's many things you could do with this energy, but you're experiencing some serious changes as well. And let's not forget, the Aries is Martian energy, just like Scorpio. So as you can see with the Tower card is again, and the Death card, so it's definitely a lot of changes happening right now in your personal life. You might be experiencing sudden changes. Again, probably end of a relationship, a friendship, again, a job. Probably left that job for some of you guys. Some of you might be feeling a little sick physically. So again, drastic changes happening for some of you Tauruses right now. And then with the Death card, again, it's similar energy. It's just the end of some things right now, because again, the Aries, the fire is purification. The Aries pretty much just transforms. So whatever you guys are going through, or the situation you might be in, that's what the Death card is here to let you guys know. That again, for this new Aries energy, it has to, you gotta let go of it. It has to be destroyed in order for bigger things, newer things, better things to come into your reality. So some of you guys might be aware of this. You might be experiencing these things, again, personally, or even in the situations you got going on. But most importantly, can't forget, it's on a spiritual level as well. So that you might be experiencing that first, and it's happening right now. So don't try to fight Taurus. You know what it is. It's just trying to level you up to get to the next level. That's all it is. Taurus. Getting ready for the next level. And then with the Queen of Cups, see, but y'all feel good emotionally as well, because again, a little quick reminder, there's a lot of, with the retrogrades happening with the Pisces, Venus, Mercury, and then Mars is still in Cancer. We're almost getting close to, before it goes direct. Just give it some time. We're almost there. Y'all got this. But as far as the emotions go, you guys are in control. A lot of earth signs don't want to deal with the emotions, the feelings, because it's intense. Some of them, it's a very intense feelings and emotions, so they don't want to feel them. They don't want to soak in. But you Tauruses, you're in control of them. You know how to deal with them. You know how to maneuver through them. You know how to swim through them. And right now, you have a powerful emotional stability. And that's very powerful, because again, some individuals don't know how to do that. Right now, because again, don't forget the water is also connected to memories, so a lot of them might come in, and depending on the situation you guys were in. It could have been a couple months ago, years ago for some of you guys, and it just be coming in out of nowhere, and then it takes you back to that time frame, because again, water, the feelings and emotions, is connected to memory, so it takes you back to that time frame. But right now, you guys are in control right now. Y'all feel good, y'all feel wonderful, you know and especially during these times, so y'all in control, very grounded and stable emotionally. And then with the King of Swords, to see again, and you have mental clarity as well. The Tauruses have a plan. They have their goal in mind, so they already have that little, they had their mind set on this particular goal, and it's gonna be, again, I'm not surprised, to be honest with you, because again, when you have an Earth sign, especially a Taurus, they're not gonna stop till they get it. And right now, you guys are on the planning stage. You know what I mean? And again, for some of you, for the older Tauruses, you probably have been planning on this, but y'all put in that work already. But for some of you guys who are on the planning stage right now, making sure everything is looking good, getting the details right, and y'all, as soon as that you get that straightened out, you're gonna get to work. And that's what we could see with the King of Swords. You're already on the move, because the Taurus is ultimately going to want to create that physically. Because again, at the end of the day, you guys are an earth sign. So that's how you feel comfortable, by having that foundation, creating that. And again, you guys are on your way creating that, especially once your season comes around. That's going to be the focus. We're going to be focused on sustaining that foundation. And then finally, we got the Seven of Pentacles. So see, you guys are working hard like always. Not a surprise there. Putting in that time. Very, it's coming in. It's coming in. We're not surprised. Again, Earth sign. Of course, they're going to be very, focused on finances. Focused on. Of course, we know that. We know that. So right now, you guys are going to be, doing your thing, which you already are. It's coming in. No surprise there. So see, it's looking real good for you Tauruses. You got the money, the plan, the work. But we want to know finally, because again, with the retrogrades and everything, how are you guys doing right now? How is the Tauruses doing right now? We're curious. So drop a comment, show some love, and let us know, Tauruses. Don't be shy.